You don't need to open the same file as I do here, but it might help, especially when we're looking at the settings. So from your Chapter 11 folder, open the file Chapter 11, O1 Piping. To start this chapter, we're going to have a look at the Mechanical Settings dialog box again, this time for the Plumbing and Piping section. So from your Systems tab, click on the arrow next to Plumbing and Piping. This opens the Mechanical Settings dialog box. In previous videos, we've seen the mechanical settings and looked at the duct settings. In here we can also see pipe settings. This is where we can control the annotation scale for single line fittings and that pipe fitting annotation size. Depending on the geo that you live and work in, depends on whether you have a pipe size suffix or a pipe size prefix. We can also define the pipe connector separator, a connector tolerance, and the pipe rise and drop annotation size. These are generally drafting elements. Next, and new to Revit 2014, is the angles. Here we can specify use any angle. This means that joints will connect to any angle that's supported by the families. Alternatively, we can use specific angles. This forces the user to create layouts that are generally buildable in terms of angles that are generally supported by fittings that can actually be purchased. Next we have the Conversion tab. Under Conversion we can see the system classification. Here we have hydronic supply. And when we go to create an automatic pipe layout, if the pipe layout is of the system hydronic supply, then it will use the pipe type carbon steel threaded and butt welded with a default offset of 2750 from the working level. That's the definition for the main run of pipe. Then for the branch run, we have another set of settings. These conversions can be applied to all the predefined systems in the project template. Now we have segments and sizes. The segments are the actual materials. So here we can select, say, cast iron to standard EN877 with a set of sizes that are generally available for that particular material. We can define new sizes or delete existing sizes in this size list. We have a nominal size for the pipe, a true internal and outer diameter, and then whether these are used in size lists and used in sizing calculations. Size lists are available from the drop-down and the options bar when creating a new pipe. Here, for example, is the diameter of the pipe that we're going to draw, and this is the size list. Let's go back and have a look at the final elements in the mechanical settings. Under Fluids, we have different types of fluids that are defined in the project template, their operating temperature, as well as their viscosity and density at those temperatures. We can add different types of fluids. These could be gases. Then we have slopes. Slopes can be defined in several ways, which are defined under Project Units on the Manage tab. And finally, also new to 2014, is a clear indication of the calculations used in pressure drop and flow. If you don't use these types of calculations, if you use another method, then at least this gives you visibility on how the calculation is created, which you then should be able to verify against your desired calculation method.